awareness. That tendency is important, okay? All right? So performance measurement, don't overcomplicate it. Performance measurement is just to make people aware. Help communication, incentivize. Okay? Awareness, how are we doing? Number 2, control human behavior. Okay, financial measures of activity could be value, non-value activity costs, trends in activity costs, Kaizen standards. This is a Japanese approach, target costing type, benchmarking, activity flexible budgeting. Benchmarking is a comparison of your performance on particular dimensions with average performance in your sector or industry, and maybe in comparison with the top 10%, bottom 10%, where are you, something like that, which is what I'm trying to do with these China Supply 1000 project. So there's your and activity capacity management. Is ABC in this group? What do we start off? ABC is not the medicine that will drive real improvement or performance of companies just across the border, 30% of which are having cost control challenges. Okay, but there is potential in this medicine. Okay, we've got cost incurrence, locked in costs. Learning objective 4. I want to quickly go over this. Learning objective 4, you must realize this. When you buy a machine, it's like this. You lock in, it's just like research and development design. You lock in costs. Sometimes you can't get them back until over time through manufacturing, and suppliers like to amortize these things. And they like to amortize it very, very, very quickly. The buyers like to say, well, you know, you amortize it very, very slowly, okay? But suppliers want to expense it very, very quickly. Why? Because they want to get a higher price from their buyers. Okay, buyers say, no, 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 stretch it out a little bit. Your machines last longer than that. But you know what buyers really should do? What buyers should really do is make sure the components that they get suppliers to make for them are as generic as possible and not specific. Why? Because when the supplier says, well, this machine is specially for you, so I want to amortize the machine costs as part of the cost I want to charge you, the buyer can say, no, 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 it's not special for me. This is just a regular passive component. It's a generic component. If you don't make the product for me, you can sell it to someone else. So you don't have a basis for making me pay for the amortization of your machinery. You understand? Hands up if I went too fast with that. Hands up if you wish you were recording the lecture now. Yeah, see, I got you. All right. Okay. We have a videotape. You can watch the video if you want to. Okay. Hands up if you think the video might be useful. Oh, that's good. Okay. All right. Hands up if you'd like a copy of the video. Okay. I'll give you a copy. Okay. All right. Okay. Locked in cost incurrence. Problems of value engineering target costing. There are problems. This is a very engineering approach, okay? Because you're taking a systematic approach to solving problems and you don't care about the human side, then humans may feel bad in some way, all right? For many reasons. Incentive problem, frustration problem, or focus problem, or some human problem. So that's why employees may feel frustrated if they fail to attain targets. And there are many other items here. So just in wrapping up this lecture, and there's another big example in your lecture notes I would like you to review. And that example is taken directly from the chapter, okay? So it's not an additional example, it's actually in the chapter. I want to introduce the example to you, not give you the solution, but I want to show in my last breath of air in this lecture today, I want to show you how the example illustrates the value of what we're talking about today, okay? Rather than saying, oh, this number means this number means this, all right? I want to motivate the example. So they go away, have a close look at the example, okay? So we talked about function analysis, get the function right. Where are we in the market? Then can we improve the design? No. Okay, let's cut out the non-value added. See that? 1, 2, 3. You with me on that? Yes. That's the real medicine, not ABC. That's the real medicine. Here is the example. Here is the example. Remember I told you about, was it 59, 61, 117 minutes ago? No, that's my half marathon pace. It was about 3:45, 2:45, and I said, oh, here's example 12.1, exhibit 12.1. We're going to come back to that. And there's a total production cost of 680. Remember I told you that? Yeah. We can rewind the video to prove that. But I did say that. I did say that. All right. Oh, yeah, there it is. 680. I told you that. It's there, right? We'll come back to that. So here's a company. It's got a problem now. It's not a Management Accounting 1 problem about whether they should take an extra order or not. It's a Management Accounting 2 problem. It's a real problem. It's about how can this company meet a certain target cost. And it's an example that illustrates the benefits of design analysis and the benefits of activity analysis. Okay, it's not activity-based costing. It shows how we could possibly reduce costs in design and how that can affect the outcome, and how we can reduce some activities and that can affect the outcome. So let me show you where the design parts are and where the activity parts are. So here are our total costs. Everything is in there. Marketing, R&D, design, distribution. This is not your typical cost, volume, profit analysis. You know, cost, volume, profit analysis. Here are the fixed, here are the variable. Okay, how much volume do we need to cover the fixed, right? This is not that. Everything is in there. All the costs are there. They're all there. All right? So the big question, how can ProValue reduce its cost to a target cost of 720? Well, wait a minute, what's the total cost? What is the total cost per unit for this product in the starting point of this example? No, it's 680. The revenue is 1,680. So now, I think you're close, but how can it reduce its cost, target cost of 720? How can we have 680 and 720? Because the 720 is including total costs, okay? Selling, administration, everything, okay? So we need to reduce everything that the company does. So just, there's a little switch that goes on here. Here is the big question. How can it reduce its cost to target cost of 720? Well, here are 2 initiatives for the design. Remember? Design analysis, function analysis, then design, then process, right? We're not changing the function, so we're changing the design. What are we changing? Less costly materials. Number 2, fewer components. See that? Can we make savings here? Maybe we can. 460 to 385 per unit. Ordering, recording cost and receiving costs, $12 to $8.50 per unit. So per unit, the order and receiving costs we cut down from $12 to $8.50. How do we do that? Well, maybe we automate. Maybe we outsource the ordering. Maybe we do something to get that cost reduction in there. And that may be a target for the administrative unit. You go to the administrative unit, your job over the next 3 months is to find this saving. That's your job. Go away and find it. The next thing you know, they've just fired half their staff. Okay, maybe you have to do that. You have to do that. That's what happens. Okay, that's design. That's for better design. Okay, now reduce costs for a better process. 1, 2, 3, 4. I won't go through all of them, but when you go through the example, this is a great example of illustrating what I was talking about today. If you want real medicine for companies, okay, function analysis. What's next? Design analysis, and then activity. Okay, process value analysis, where you eliminate activities, Okay, you do the fishbone modelling and you put in performance measures. Okay, and I didn't mention anything about activity-based costing. That's the real medicine that will help companies. I'm not going through this. I want you to go through that. But this is what I talked about today. And closing, as you leave this lecture, we can go back to our... Let's go back to our airplane example. Wait a minute. Here we go. Now you can think about which of these items, seating density. If we want to put more seats in the aeroplane, are we changing the product function, design, or process? Changing the design? Whoa, 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 whoa. The difference between function and design, function is in the mind of the customer. You with me? Design in this case is not the catwalk in Milan, okay, where you see the models walk down with new clothes. We're not talking about that design. We're talking about internal design. It's an engineer's thinking about design. You with me? Okay, so let me ask you again. We want more seats in the plane. Are we changing? We're changing the function because customers see the difference. Okay, and then aircraft utilization. Okay, is that function, design, or process?
Function, design.
It depends. If you get many small aircraft, it maybe enables you to utilize the aircraft better than a few large aircraft. Then that might be design rather than process. You see? All right. Okay. I'm stretching your thinking here. Okay. My job. I just want you to think. All right. It's easy to think, oh, we should do all this to fix the problem of the company. But here's where your value is. Your value is in thinking, are we going to change the function, the design, or the process? Okay. So time is up. I want you to go away and think about that. And then on Tuesday, I can give you some suggested answer. But I wouldn't say that there's one solution here. Okay? 3 things. Change function, design, and activity. Process value analysis. That's the medicine for cost control. Okay, thank you.